Hello guys! There are quite a lot of achievements in Marvel Rivals, with conditions related to specific group of people or teams, like Avengers, Mutants, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Fantastic Four. We have also seen such missions in game events, and they will probably continue to appear in future. But the game does not provide exact information about which heroes are included in these groups. At least I couldn't find it anywhere, and we can only rely on our knowledge. But not all playing people are fans and interested in lore moments, or just simply are in pop culture. I know there are people who are not in the context of superheroics at all, but they like the game. That's why I decided to do this video. Of course, these are just my thoughts, based on some knowledge, but I'll try to be objective. So, let's start with Avengers.
Assemble.
There are tons of different setups for this team in comics, games, animations and movies. But there are some fundamental things that we can highlight. I think with a probability of 99%, Avengers in Marvel Rivals are Hawkeye, Black Widow, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk and Thor. There is hardly anything to argue about here, except the fact that in this moment, in official trailer, there is no Thor, but we can see Bucky, and the whole scene is similar to first Avengers movie. Honestly, I think both Thor and Bucky consider it as Avengers in-game. So, first of all, count on these 7 heroes when you do your achievements or missions. As for Spidey, Black Panther and Doctor Strange, difficult to say. They can be, but they are kind of more solo heroes, with their own fields of action. BP is the king of Wakanda, which is in space here. Strange is Sorcerer Supreme with his magic concerns, and Spidey is our friendly neighbor. Even in the MCU, they were not actually a part of team. So here it's up to you to decide. Also, we have Wanda, and I think she's even less likely to be considered Avenger in this game. But I can be wrong. Then we have Mutants and X-Men. They are my favorites in Marvel Universe. And mutants in the game are Magic, Wolverine, Storm, Magneto, Emma, Psylocke, Namor and Jean Grey. As for Wanda, despite the fact that she is Magneto's daughter, at least in the main lore, I don't think she is mutant in the game. First of all, because she said it few times in game lore stories, that she is not actually a real mutant. And there are some comic stories where she is not. Plus, we don't see her in this release trailer, among other mutants. As for X-Men, I was not sure in the beginning about 3 of mutants. But funny thing that they all get X-Men skins. So I guess all mutants which are currently in-game are considered as X-Men. Although I still doubt about Namor, and I personally rely first of all on the classic ones, like Wolverine, Storm, Magneto, Emma and now Jean Grey. Next, Fantastic Four. And here I think everything is obvious. We have seen this team many times on screen and soon we will see them again. The Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman and Human Torch. The only thing that can be discussed is Future Foundation, skins that we recently received in the game and which include Spider-Man. But it is more like a different team in comics, so I don't think there is any point in this. And the last group,
they call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
they also have lots of different setups in their history, if we look at comics, animations and movies. But in the Marvel Rivals, I think everything is quite simple. And for now, it is Mantis, Adam Warlock, Groot, Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon. Of course, we will see additions to these teams in the future. I personally wait for many of them. For example, Vision and Ant-Man for Avengers, Nightcrawler, Beast, Colossus and Iceman for X-Men, Quicksilver and Juggernaut as mutants, and maybe some Guardians like Gamora or Drax. And also the emergence of other teams like Midnight Suns, Defenders, Agents of Atlas. Or who knows, even something like Sinister Six one day. But by the start of Season 3, I think it looks something like this. I would be glad to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments. And thank you for watching. Hope you found it useful.